Hello students, in this video I will explain Tarot's Reward, chapter 3 of class 6. In the end of the chapter, we will discuss theme and value and question answers, so please watch the video till end. Tarot's Reward is a Japanese folk tale. A folk tale is a story which passes on from generation to generation. So this story is about a thoughtful and loving son. Thoughtful means thinking about what other people want or need. So this is a story of thoughtful and loving son. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and gets some unexpected help. So what was that unexpected help? Let's see in the story. So a young woodcutter whose name was Taro, he used to live with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. Whole day long he used to chop wood. Chop means to cut into pieces. He used to chop wood in the forest and used to work very hard but earn very little money. This made Taro sad because this thoughtful son wanted to give to his parents everything that they needed. So one day when Taro and his family were sitting in the corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow and whistle through the crack of their hut. Whistle means pass inside, come inside, making whistling sound. So it whistled through the cracks of their hut and everybody felt very cold. Suddenly, Taro's father wished for a cup of fake. He wished that he had a cup of fake. It would make him warm and do good to his old heart. Fake, though the spelling is S-A-K-E, it is pronounced as fake. It's a very popular Japanese drink which gives warmth to body. Now when his father said that, Taro became very sadder than ever. He thought, he was sad because this heartwarming drink called fake was very expensive. Heartwarming is something which gives pleasure and happiness, and expensive means costly. So this fake was very costly and he just thought, my poor father, what can I do to earn more money so that I can earn fake for my father? So he decided to work harder than before. So next morning, he jumped out of his bed very earlier than usual to make his way to the forest. So he got up very early and went to the forest. Whole day he chopped and he cut wood until the sun came up, that means until afternoon, and soon he started feeling very warm and he took off his jacket. His mouth was very dry, he was very thirsty, and at that time also he just thought about his father. He just thought that if only my father can be this warm. And then thinking about his father, he began to chop faster and to earn extra money to buy some fake for his old man. Then suddenly he stopped chopping. Why did he stop chopping? He heard some noise. Was it the noise of rushing water? But Taro had never heard any water falling in any stream in this part of the forest. So he was thirsty also. So when he heard that noise, axe dropped out of his hand and he ran in the direction of that sound. And to his surprise, there was a beautiful waterfall hidden behind the rock. Taro kneeled there and he cupped some water in his hand. Cup means to take water in his hand, shaping his palms like a cup, and he tasted it. He put that in his lips, and to his surprise, he saw that it was not water. What was it actually? It was the delicious drink fake. He tasted again and again, and every time it was the taste of fake. So Taro quickly filled his pitcher. Pitcher is a pot made of wood. He filled his pitcher and he quickly went towards his house. When his father took one sip of that fake, he was very delighted. Delighted means happy. Just after one sip, he stopped shivering. Shivering means trembling with cold. So he stopped shivering and he started doing little dance in the middle of the floor. In the afternoon, one neighbor stopped by. Taro's father humbly, means politely, offered her a cup of fake. This lady drank it greedily. Greedily means as if you want more and more. So this lady drank and thanked the old man for that. Then Taro told this lady the story of magic waterfall. Thanking them of that delicious drink, the lady quickly went out of there. And by nightfall, the story of magic Fake, it spread throughout the village and everybody came to Taro's house. There was a procession, long procession. Procession means people coming one after another to visit that woodcutter. Each of them took a sip of Fake and heard the story of magic waterfall. And in less than an hour, the pitcher of that Fake which Taro has brought, it was empty. Next morning, Taro started even earlier because he intended to be the first one to reach the waterfall, because he knew that now everybody has heard the story, everybody will go there. So he took the largest pitcher that he had and he went there. But when he reached there, to his surprise, he found that entire village was already there, carrying pitchers, jars, bucket, whatever they could. And then one of the villagers, he kneeled and he tasted that water. But he drank it again and again, and then he shouted in anger, it is water, it's nothing but water. It is not Fake, it is only cold water. So villagers thought that Taro has tricked them. Where is Taro? Everybody started looking for Taro in anger because they were very angry that Taro has tricked them. But Taro was wise enough to just slip behind. Slip behind means to just hide behind a rock, because he knew that if he goes there, villagers are very angry and he will be in trouble. So Taro was nowhere to be found. Muttering, the villagers thought that let's drown this Taro in this waterfall itself. Now they couldn't find Taro, so muttering their anger, muttering means speaking, not speaking clearly, speaking to themselves. Muttering their anger, villagers just left that place. Now Taro came out of his hiding place and he just thought, was it true? Was it not Fake? It was just water. Was it just a dream of Fake? Then once more he took some water and put it on his lips, and to him it was Fake only. So to this thoughtful son, the magic waterfall rewarded with delicious Fake, and to everyone else, the villagers who were greedy, it was just cold water. Now soon this story of magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan, and he sent for means called this young woodcutter and rewarded him with 20 pieces of gold for being so good and kind towards his parents. And he also named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. This was according to Emperor to honor all those children who obey and honor their parents. So the Emperor of Japan rewarded Taro for his thoughtfulness, devotion towards his parents. So you see children, Taro was at the end rewarded by waterfall as well as Emperor of Japan to be thoughtful and devoted towards his parents. Now tell me the value of the story. That children should be worthy and thoughtful towards their parents, which is eventually good for the society. And one should understand the importance of good values, hard work, sincerity, care and respect for elders, especially one's parents. And theme of the chapter, thoughtfulness, hard work, devotion, filial responsibility. Filial responsibility is a legal term which is used for duty owed by adult children for their parents. So this filial responsibility is also the theme of the chapter. Now let's quickly discuss the question answers. Why did Taro run in the direction of stream? Taro ran in the direction of stream because he was very thirsty and he had also never before heard the sound of water falling in that area. How did Taro's father show his happiness after drinking Fake? After taking one sip of Fake, Taro's father stopped shivering and started dancing in the middle of the floor. Why did the waterfall give Taro Fake and others water? Taro was a thoughtful son. He served and cared for his old parents sincerely. Hence, the waterfall rewarded him for his goodness. Other people were just greedy, so the waterfall gave them plain water. Why did villagers want to drown Taro? The villagers went to the waterfall to collect Fake, but they got only plain cold water. They thought that Taro had tricked them, so they wanted to drown him to punish him. Why did the emperor reward Taro? The Emperor of Japan rewarded Taro for being a thoughtful and devoted son. This was the emperor's way to encourage all children to respect, obey and serve their parents. So children, this was the Japanese beautiful folk tale, Taro's Reward. I hope you have understood the story. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos of your class. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video.